Tonight, a clash of welterweight titans, Lawler versus Woodley.
In the summer of 2016, powerful knockout artist Tyron Woodley reached the top of the MMA world when he sent then-champion Robbie Lawler to the canvas.
There it is! Big shot!
Spectacular performance by Tyron Woodley.
But waiting in the wings was decorated karate practitioner Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, who would be the first to challenge Woodley for his belt.
Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. He can make very good fighters look very, very ordinary.
What Tyron Woodley brings to the table that makes him so terrifying is his ability to close the distance is second to none. His knockout power is second to none.
This is for the title. Shake hands. Good luck to both of you.
The welterweight title fight between Thompson and Woodley at UFC 205 unfolded as advertised, but the outcome left everyone wanting more.
This contest has been judged a majority draw.
It was only the third title fight in history to end without a winner. And at UFC 209, Woodley and Thompson will attempt to clearly define who is best at 170 pounds.
A human highlight reel.
There has to be a second fight. There's got to be a winner to this.
The movement of Thompson is excellent.
That was beautiful.
I need to go and close the chapter, put a stamp on there, and get him out of there. It's go time now.
Tyron Woodley just made a statement, ladies and gentlemen.
The night's co-main event features an interim title bout to decide who will face lightweight champion Conor McGregor when he returns from hiatus. Title challenger Tony Ferguson brings a unique blend of striking and grappling that has helped earn him 9 straight wins.
He's capable of putting out any man on the planet with his knockout punches.
I'm going to perform the best way I know how. Flawless victory. That will be game over for everybody else at 155.
This is a man who's driven to be the best mixed martial artist he could possibly be. Khabib Nurmagomedov mauls people. The best way to describe his style.
Standing in his way is feared Russian wrestler Khabib Nurmagomedov, who boasts a greater career win streak than any current UFC fighter, with 24 wins, no losses.
It's just the way he does it. No one else does that to these guys.
Nobody can beat me. Nobody.
On March 4th, the best of the UFC will clash inside the octagon.
We will do it again. I don't care. Let's go.
And they will compete for 2 world titles. But first, get ready for UFC 209 Countdown.
For the very first time in the 23-year history of the Ultimate Fighting Championship, the Octagon is inside the world's most famous arena.
On November 12th, 2016, the UFC made its long-awaited debut in New York City.
What a night we have in store. Great fights, because this is where the UFC belongs.
UFC 205 was just a crazy card. You know, he had 4 champion, 3 title fights.
The whole vibe around everything was just crazy.
It's time!
It's an honor and a privilege to be here tonight for the greatest card ever assembled in combat sports history.
This crowd is loving it. So many epic fights inside this building. You can add this one to it.
I love it. Girl power.
Who got my back?
I got your back.
How you feel?
Like a champ.
Team on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Team.
3, 2, 1, and we're rocking.
Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, the challenger, winner of 7 straight fights, looking to leave as the new champ.
What Tyron Woodley brings to the table that makes him so terrifying is his ability to close the distance is second to none. His knockout power. And I believe Duke Rufus is one of the very best striking coaches in the world, and he has done a tremendous job in working with Tyron.
It's been my man's a little time. Let's protect yourselves a little time. This is for the title. Shake hands. Good luck to both of you.
For the UFC welterweight championship of the world.
Woodley's just trying to figure out the distance, look for his opportunities, and see if he can figure out how to get close enough to land a bomb.
Nothing he did surprised me.
Tyron in complete control here on top.
Exactly what he wanted.
If anything, I was a little bit surprised on how I had the pure power advantage, especially in the clinch, especially on the ground.
Wonder Boy's battered.
Let's go, round 2, fight. Every round starts on the feet. Step up!
Wonder Boy starting to find his rhythm, and Tyron Woodley starting to slow down.
He's getting slower and slower, but he does have just that one shot. He's desperate, you understand? So be on your A game.
Championship rounds.
Come on, Tyron!
Woodley has a ton of respect for Thompson. You can see it.
I mean, he has to. This guy is so slippery.
Feint it, crack it right back. When he goes his right, you go your right. Oh! Here comes the chosen one. Oh my goodness!
Wonder Boy's in big trouble here.
Get up, baby!
Woodley's got a choke. He's got a deep guillotine. This is so tight and so deep. Look at Tyron is squeezing and squeezing. Incredible. How is he surviving here?
Yeah, man, that punch hurt me. Next thing you know, in a deep guillotine, chokehold, and I'm sitting there thinking the whole time, all these people came to watch me fight. I'm not tapping.
Wonder Boy's head is free. What a round. What a fight.
I finished on top, and I helped him up off the canvas after that. I was ready for round 5.
This building hosted 2 of the 3 Ali Frazier fights, and man, they are going to talk about Woodley and Thompson for a long, long time.
You know, I figured him out, and I felt that in the 5th round.
Oh, you got! Keep going, keep going!
They always say don't leave it to the judges, and I tried not to.
But after 5 rounds of back-and-forth action, the bout was just too close to call for the 3 octagon-side judges.
This contest has been judged a majority draw.
With no clear winner, an immediate rematch seemed most likely. But Woodley, who remained champion following the draw, had other plans.
You know, there's still a lot of guys I haven't fought yet. You know, if George wants to come back once again, if Conor McGregor wants to fight me, I think all you guys are gonna want to see that fight. It's gonna suck for Wonder Boy and Maya because those guys are gonna feel like they deserve a shot, but maybe they can fight each other in the meantime.
If you had your choice, what's your #1 fight?
So the match that I would want is be George St. Pierre. That's a no-brainer.
May 180. He agreed. I agree. You agree. I'm in.
Yeah, I was surprised Michael Bisping wanted to fight me. And I said, you know what? It'd be a good fight. He's a big name. Why not? Let's get it on.
He's calling out George St. Pierre, Conor McGregor, even going up a weight class to fight Michael Bisping. So I'm like, wait a second. How can you be happy with a draw?
But for the championship fight that ended with no winner, it only made sense to run it back. Tyron Woodley's second fight as welterweight king would be a rematch with Thompson at UFC 209 to clearly determine who the best welterweight in the world is.
Why did you talk about all these other people other than the man you just had a draw with?
The super fights opened it up. So many good opportunities to fight some big fights. Fighting him in the future was going to happen. Did it have to happen right now? Maybe not.
I felt like, you know, since it was a draw, we have to make that break. You defend that title a few times, you know, earn it.
Do you feel he's entitled?
He thinks I'm entitled, that I begged for this fight. I was given the contract. That was it. I signed it, didn't ask for it, didn't renegotiate. That's all I did, signed it. I didn't beg for it.
That's not what happened. You know, you felt like, you know, you deserved a rematch. You felt like you deserved to be the champion.
You know what? We're going to be running it back anyway.
You go run it back.
We're running it back.
Thank you, guys.
He knows we have unfinished business, so he can say what he wants. We're going to sub out there. We're going to do it out again.
The first fight between Woodley and Thompson was a bit of a throwback and a fight fan's dream. a masterful karate stylist.
And this is what has always made Stephen Thompson so special.
That is a big knockout for the chosen one.
Versus a wrestler with crushing knockout power.
Oh my goodness, unbelievable.
The clash of styles gave invaluable experience to the pair of welterweight greats. Experience they will bring into training camp for the rematch. Now that Thompson has felt Woodley in the octagon, he can better identify the areas where he must improve.
You know, the only thing that really surprised me is how strong that guy was. He's a strong cat, especially in the clinch positions.
Let's go, skipping it out, crossing the arm. Knees up, toes up, knees up, toes up. Drive it, drive it, drive it, drive it, drive it.
So, gone back, talked with my coaches. We're gonna be, walking around heavier now.
For this camp, Stephen Thompson is working with strength and conditioning coach Josh Reynolds for the first time in order to gain the edge in the rematch.
Hips a little deeper, get him back. Come on. There we go. Come on, come out of the hole. Come on. Last fight was close. Hopefully we can give him that little bit to push it over the edge for the victory for us this time. Come on. Come on, finish it, finish it. Come on. There you go. Nice, nice, nice. Look for more in every rep. Every rep. Look for more. Let's go. Come on, kick it. Let's go. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Nothing but a thing. Let's go. Russian twist.
I think this time he's going to be more aggressive for the takedown because he saw in the first round it worked for him. But this time he's also going to be fighting a stronger Stephen Wonderboy Thompson.
We're getting serious now. We're pushing the pace hard. Fast feet, fast feet, fast feet. With his effort, with his intensity, he's definitely going to see the results.
Sometimes you got to be careful what you ask for. March 4th, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to beat Wonderboy down so bad, he's going to wish he never stepped in the octagon. He survived the last fight. He didn't hurt me. He didn't have any glimmering moment where the referee wanted to step in and stop the fight. I had many of those moments. And I promise you, if I get him hurt this time, he won't make it out the octagon.
Real, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow. Oh, that's a wrap. That's it.
Stephen Wonderboy Thompson displays an array of striking techniques developed through a lifetime of highly specialized karate training.
And that is the Stephen Thompson that we saw in his kickboxing career.
But when he challenged Tyron Woodley for the welterweight title last November, the champion was well prepared to stifle Thompson's striking onslaught.
I've submerged myself in his background. I've went and trained with the best sport karate and point fighters and taekwondo guys to learn their mindset.
The St. Louis, Missouri native is back in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where he spent training camp for UFC 205 under renowned coach Duke Rufus, a world championship kickboxer who offered Woodley the best understanding of Thompson's abilities.
A lot of guys don't fight the sport karate traditional martial arts style. At times, people don't respect Stephen Thompson's pedigree. A lot of opponents, you look back and said, oh, I'm just gonna do this and my thing will beat him. They've been embarrassed by him. Very good fighters.
As cold as it is, feels good to be back.
I think Tyron did an incredible job of dedicating himself with guys like Sage Northcutt.
Northcutt, a UFC lightweight, played a pivotal role in preparing the champ for his first bout with Wonderboy and is back to help once again.
Just a young, tough kid who brings it. Good, there you go.
And heading into the rematch at UFC 209, the team looks to expand upon its first performance and offer more problems for Wonderboy.
No one thought that he had a snowball's chance in hell. He actually touched up Stephen more than anyone had ever touched him up. Just like he's slippery, you gotta be slippery too. Yep.
I think I surprised him on how prepared I was. I made him pay very badly when he threw a leg kick.
There's the kick. Woodley catches it. Big moment for Woodley. On top. Huge.
And it really discouraged him to throw any more after that.
Nice way to use it. That was beautiful.
This training camp, we're going to expound upon that, which is a dangerous, dangerous thing for Wonderboy. I don't know if he was just trying to be nice and not try to like scratch my face up, but you gotta really aggressively palm my chin, smush my face, push my neck away. Anytime you can get me like this, you should better get away.
All right, cool. I'll do that.
Thanks, champ. Got it.
Get some food in this piece.
That's right.
You know, the good thing about having Sage around for training camp is obviously the training aspect, he's gonna give me a good look. But it's when you have a younger kid that's giving you that accountability, like when I don't wanna run, he like, Miss Woodley, let's go run. And we start running like, don't you wanna pick it up a little bit? Don't you wanna run to the next stop sign? I'm like, no, I don't wanna run at all. He's just keeping that young, hungry fighter around you, I think, reminds you constantly. So it's dope to have old Super Sage around.
Thanks, champ. Hey, you really gonna season the chicken?
Yeah.
For real?
You scared about that?
I don't look scared.
Hey, what do you think?
I don't know what it's gonna be like.
Good. You're not gonna get too upset when I throw it on the other side too, right?
What, you doing both sides?
Yeah.
You serious?
Both of them. Pretty good.
Dang, that's good.
Boom.
Boom.
Well, I knew it was gonna be good. That wasn't in question.
That's really good.
All right. Move, countdown. It's time to eat.
You gonna rack them or you want me to rack them?
You rack them. You rack them.
You gonna let Dad
You're
rack
breaking, you don't rack, you know what I mean?
Woodley's challenger, Stephen Thompson, has been able to afford a lavish lifestyle through his success in fighting.
That was mucho better. Get it? Come on, come on. Ah.
But growing up, things were much different.
Oh, who's your daddy? I had 2 kids and a wife and a mortgage and got laid off broke as a convict. And there was a period in our lives where my wife would go to the grocery store and buy a 10-pound sack of potatoes. You can buy a 10-pound sack of potatoes for like $2. And that's what we ate for a week. She fed everybody.
You know, growing up as a kid, we didn't think anything of it. You know, we just thought, you know, we just ate potatoes all the time. I remember sometimes we would have like camp nights and not knowing at the time that they didn't have enough money to pay the power bill, so we would sleep on the floor and have candles up and stuff everywhere. And so they always made it fun and made it where we didn't really have to worry about anything, you know? Come on, 6-ball.
Through hard work and sticking to our goals, we've become fairly successful. We have our own school, own martial arts school, right at 750 active students, not doing too bad. At least we're no longer living in a 1-bedroom apartment.
And he misses. Oh!
Boom!
You the man. You the man.
Upstate karate has been part of Simpsonville, South Carolina's community for nearly 3 decades. And its most notable student remains a devoted instructor despite his remarkable accomplishments outside the gym.
Man, I love teaching martial arts. I know what the martial arts has done for me.
You can smile. It's okay to smile. You are allowed to smile. Don't hold it back. Don't hold it. There it is. We got Michael. We got Ella. We got my man Will, Lily, Kaden, James, and the Giant Peach.
I'm not tall.
When I say bow, you gotta bow and say respect, sir. Bow!
Respect, sir!
Everybody watch Max. He's moving. He's moving. He's moving faster. He's got his hands up. The hair is prepped and feathered, looking good. Freeze! And you gotta freeze in that fighting stance. Can y'all do that?
Yes, sir!
I want y'all moving fast. Everybody moving around. Everybody say pick it up.
Pick it up.
And freeze! Wait, he's got the karate faces. Let me see him.
Keeps my mind clear, keeps me down to earth, keeps me humble, and I love doing it.
Everybody, left side step.
Yeah!
How about Jeff? Back in line. Back in line. Ready? How about? And Jeff. Back in line. And my line's killing it.
But don't take his modest sensibility for weakness. When it's time to step inside the UFC's octagon, Wonder Boy does not have the slightest doubt regarding his abilities.
Lead leg on it, go.
You know, I think that I can beat any welterweight out there.
Nice and speedy on the foot. There we go.
I want to be remembered as one of the greatest fighters who ever stepped in the octagon.
At UFC 209 in Las Vegas, Thompson will represent everyone he has shared this journey with, and he challenges Tyron Woodley for the welterweight belt a second time.
To bring that belt home to our little hometown of Simpsonville, South Carolina, we're going to have everybody in town at our front door. And oh my goodness, I can't imagine what's going to happen.
Lots of kicks, nice and snappy.
March 4th is going to be fireworks.
For UFC 209 headliner and welterweight champion Tyron Woodley, supporting a family often means spending training camp away from the comforts of his home in St. Louis, Missouri.
Sometimes to get mentally prepared for a fight, I need to take myself out of that comfort zone. I need to miss my family. When I'm out here, I got one thing to focus on, training. And that's why I'm the world champion. What's up, TJ? What's up, man? How was practice? What's up, Bobo?
What's up?
What's up, Dilly Ill?
Daddy, you're gonna knock him out. But when he kicks, go for the leg.
So I should grab his leg, or should I kick his leg?
I'm just stating the facts. March 4th, Wonder Boy is getting knocked out.
My sons, I feel like they're little baby prophets, so I never take it lightly what they tell me to do, because sometimes it's the way I finish fights.
Daddy,
all right, what's up, man?
Why are you gonna be here?
I don't know when I'm coming back. It's probably gonna be a while because I need to train and focus on training. All right, dudes, love you guys.
Love you too.
All right. It's just good to see them. They understand that Dad's out here training, he grinding, lets me know what I'm doing it all for.
Shake hands, good luck to both of you.
All right, baby! You know what to do!
Stephen Thompson's father, Ray, a decorated martial artist himself, has been in Wonder Boy's corner for his entire career.
Or I threw a lazy kick in the first round, he ended up catching it, and I went down.
Can't throw any lazy kicks.
That's where I need to be working my angles and stuff. Couldn't see a thing. All I saw was red, but when I got back to the corner, literally.
Work your one, stepping off, you understand?
The father-son duo is combining lifelong training with recent experience in the octagon against Tyron Woodley to ensure they come out of the rematch with the belt.
See how he gets up against the cage, he backs up?
Give me some more, baby!
See, that's what he's gonna, I think he's gonna do.
That's what he's gonna try to do, yeah.
He's getting slower and slower, but he does have just that one shot. He's desperate, you understand?
He gave you his best shot, and he couldn't do it.
Right.
He caught you left side forward, left hand down, smoked you right on your head. Just like I told you, get your hand up and you didn't.
I mean, you really don't learn a whole lot about somebody until you fight them, you know? Especially after that one, you know, it was a war.
What we want to make sure we do is execute our game plan as we've been practicing. Of course, we're not going to give away what that is, but we got it figured out.
Yeah.
Our first fight with Tyron, we learned a lot of things. Tyron played a very smart game, and he's going to have to change it. There's only one game that he can change it to. We know what that is. We'll do a couple rounds of hands only, get started. We're going to be way better prepared than we were last time. Give me a shuffle 1-2, baby. Give me a good old 1-2, 1-2.
Every time I step out there, you're gonna see something different. I'm gonna evolve. I've always been that way.
Come at me. Step on. You're gonna see a different animal than Wonder Boy. He's gonna crush Tyron. And you can also take that to the body because he's gonna do this.
I just didn't go out there and let my hands go like I should. But that's definitely gonna change this go round.
Just turn it on. Just turn it on.
On March 4th at UFC 209 in Las Vegas, Stephen Thompson and Tyron Woodley will meet once again. And each man will do everything in his power to ensure he comes out the victor and the undisputed champ.
Big moment for Woodley, on top.
I don't want one moment in this fight where he looks like he's an aggressor, he looks like he's pushing forward on me.
comfortable by starting to find his rhythm.
Unlike my last fight, I just got to go out there and do what I do. You know, go out there and have fun. I didn't have fun last time. You know, I was too hesitant.
What a fight!
He's going to have to deal with my power. He's going to have to deal with fighting me in the pocket. He's going to have to deal with my wrestling. He's going to have to deal with my clinch. And he's going to have to deal with it for the entire 25 minutes.
This is amazing!
I don't think he's going to win a round, and I'll finish him this time.
Non-stop 1-2, 1-2. Go.
I know what I have to do. I just got to go out there and do it. And I know I can do it March 4th.
Man, they're going to talk about Woodley and Thompson for a long time.
In a sport as unpredictable as mixed martial arts,
Big shot! Unbelievable!
suffering a loss is a near certainty.
No doubt about it this time, ladies and gentlemen.
It has happened to the very best.
Just an absolutely staggering performance by the challenger.
Even those who have held long-standing undefeated records.
Undefeated no more. How about it?
But for unbeaten lightweight Khabib Nurmagomedov, who boasts an astounding record of 24-0, he is yet to meet his equal.
When I go to the cage, I think about it. This is another opponent. I have to finish him. It doesn't matter who. UFC give me an opponent, I'm gonna beat him.
Very impressive for his first fight in the octagon. Are you kidding me? What a debut for Nurmagomedov.
Nurmagomedov is very aggressive. He throws wildly. And he is a beast.
A multiple-time world champion in combat sambo, the Russian phenom drowns his opponents with relentless pressure and powerful wrestling ability.
This is a grappling clinic.
He owns the single-fight takedown record with 21 and is yet to lose a round in the UFC.
And he has been able to dominate every single opponent that he has fought with those combat sambo skills.
I've always said until somebody can dominate in the wrestling, no one's going to beat him, and still to this day, it still holds true. He's special. Like I said, he's able to do this to guys that have been around, and it doesn't seem too hard for him.
Nurmagomedov putting his unbeaten record on the line against Michael Johnson.
This is an absolutely huge fight for the lightweight division.
Going into his last fight at UFC 205, Nurmagomedov had 7 wins in 7 UFC fights. With a resume more impressive than the night's headliner Conor McGregor.
All right, here we go. You ready? You ready? Get up.
Nurmagomedov felt long overdue for the title shot and made it clear to anyone with an earshot that he was next in line.
Khabib Nurmagomedov mauls people. It's the best way to describe his style.
When I finish first round, I come, I see Dana is very close to me.
He was arguing with Dana in between rounds instead of listening to my corner advice.
Hey. Okay. Be careful, we're gonna smash your body. Yes, of course. It's okay. We know, I know who I am.
He say, hey, you have fight, you have to focus your fight. I say, it's okay, this fight already finished.
Man, what a display of dominance by Khabib Nurmagomedov. He is a monster.
Michael Johnson is a tough guy. I dominate him. And I say, hey, when you give me a title shot?
And after a performance like this, how can you deny this man?
Nurmagomedov got his wish. But with UFC lightweight champion Conor McGregor on the shelf, he will instead compete for the interim title against number 2 ranked Tony Ferguson on March 4th.
We're back.
The winner will face the Irish superstar for the undisputed title.
Real quick.
But Nurmagomedov's sole focus is in the present.
When I come to this sport, I won't only become UFC lightweight champion, undefeated. This is my dream.
He's a world champion sambo fighter who wants to be a world champion mixed martial arts fighter, and he's got that world champion technique.
Conor is not my dream. I never think about him. I don't give a about Conor. I think about only belt.
The United States Southwest is home to a dangerous foe who intends to be the first man to put a blemish under Magomedov's record.
This is a man who's driven and focused to be the best mixed martial artist he could possibly be.
To number 2 ranked Tony Ferguson, it wasn't until he learned mixed martial arts that he found his true calling.
I always had a bunch of jobs, and I was pretty good at them. And I would always pick them up, and when I got bored with it, I would be like, you know what, something else. I need to learn something different.
On top of that, he's capable of putting out any man on the planet with his knockout punches. Oh, good left hook by Ferguson. Oh, my goodness!
In this sport, it's such ever-changing and evolving, and I love it because when you're pressed up against something and it's not moving, and you have the option to back away, turn around, and walk the other way, or move forward and bash through that wall.
This kid is a nasty, nasty fighter.
Well, that's baptism under fire, dude. I feel like a phoenix, revived.
Tony Ferguson constantly changing stances, making him guess.
There aren't many fighters quite like Tony Ferguson, whose flashy brand of freestyle fighting has proven too complex for nearly every man to compete against him.
My style is the best that's out there, man. It's free-flowing, unorthodox, and it's snappy. When you come into my city, you get lost unless you know the detour routes.
Ferguson earned his title shot in the sport's deepest division by winning every one of his fights since 2012. An incredible feat for any UFC fighter. Last November, Ferguson would extend his win streak to 9 when he faced Rafael dos Anjos.
Well, you cannot have a conversation about the greatest lightweights of all time without mentioning that man's name.
Who had just lost his UFC lightweight world title and was looking to get back on top.
Just so hard to anticipate what this young man is going to do.
He went exactly the way that I thought it was going to go. I was going to outwork him, outmaneuver him, and put him somewhere where he never knew that he could ever be put, which is completely on defensive mode.
Ferguson with a nasty combination.
I kept a clean head, mind. I was in there focused and having fun, and rico suave. I'm in there doing my salsa, my merengue moves, and hitting him with my jabs, popping off of it because I was having fun.
During this run, Ferguson has been alongside martial arts innovator Eddie Bravo, whose patented system of jiu-jitsu has helped his student reach the top.
I've trained quite a few fighters that fought in the UFC. Nobody like Tony.
Anytime you can get a guy flat on his back here, damn, he's so vulnerable. All right, so I got him here. Oh, bam!
He really is a student of the game, and you're seeing a different Tony every fight.
As you're throwing, you're fighting. That's it. That's it.
Khabib is definitely one of the best grapplers in the UFC, but Tony's gonna be hard to handle for anybody.
That Russian's he's not gonna tap quick. He's all fighting bears in his head. Boom, take it, take it, take it, take it, boom.
I've had 5 rounds in Mexico City with RDA. This kid ain't gonna touch me.
There it is, boom.
I got a 9-fight win streak. What sounds better than 9? 10.
We're gonna have to like stay on him and just, it might be like 30 seconds of squeezing and wearing them out. Take it, boom. Nice.
Khabib Nurmagomedov, who will be competing for the interim lightweight title at UFC 209, hails from the Republic of Dagestan in the Russian southwest.
Allahu Akbar.
The region is proving to be one of the major hotbeds of mixed martial arts, with fighters coming from all corners of Russia to train.
Dagestan is a small republic, and we have only a couple million people. But we have best jiu-jitsu school in Dagestan. We have best Muay Thai school in Dagestan, best wrestling school in Dagestan. That's why a lot of fighters become from Dagestan.
Many credit Khabib's father, Abdulmanap, as being a key player in this mixed martial arts revolution.
A lot of people call my father MMA father in Dagestan. You know, he beginning this. He beginning like combat sambo in Dagestan. He beginning training MMA in Dagestan. This is not about his great coach. This is about his personality. This is about his discipline. I think that's why he have a lot of very good students. And I think he's so much tough.
Nurmagomedov is beloved by the people of Dagestan for his athletic feats on the global MMA stage.
Everybody knows me in Dagestan. UFC is very popular now, and in Dagestan, everybody loves fight.
While the #1 ranked lightweight appreciates the love and support he receives at home, the overwhelming admiration creates distraction that has no place in training camp.
It's very hard for me a little bit training in Dagestan because too much attention. That's why before fight, I moved to California.
Since entering the UFC in 2012, Dagestan's greatest fighter has traveled to the hills of San Jose, California for each of his training camps.
With me comes a lot of my training partners who train with me last 15 years. Very tough guys, and they push me. You know, train, sleep, eat, train, sleep, eat.
While the San Jose fight camp allows for uninterrupted training, Nurmagomedov and his team make time to enjoy their stateside relocation.
Let's go!
You have to train hard, but not think about your fight all the time. This is very important.
Training camps away from home have proven to be beneficial for Nurmagomedov, who is now on the brink of a UFC world title.
Папа, если интервью, ты услышишь, что я кричал: «О май гад, какая гонка! Хабиб лидирует, все за ним, никто его не может обогнать!»
He would like also to help with his tea tiramisu.
How many? 3?
3 tiramisu. Здесь разберутся.
After dinner, 3. Yeah, after dinner. Yeah. Хочешь с утром или
He wants before.
He wants to have before.
Russian style.
Oh, okay.
This is Russian style. Before it, we eat tiramisu. You know, first time when I come here, I don't know English. I don't know nobody in the gym. First couple of years is very hard for me, but after when my English becomes good, when I have a lot of friends outside the gym, like San Jose and San Francisco, my life becomes a little bit easy.
Hi guys, how's everything? Perfect. I'm from Turkey. Yeah, everybody in my region is a Habib fan. But it's so hard to expose that area to the world. But thanks to UFC, start to bring those people out of shadow. I already bet you're gonna knock the guy TKO second round.
Maybe third round.
You should punish him first and then kick him out. I mean,
okay, second round. Okay.
Next couple of years, you'll see a lot of good fighters are coming from Dagestan, Turkey, even that region. They're gonna come along and dominate the UFC. We all pray for you, bro. Thank you so much.
I have a tough opponent, Tony Ferguson. I want to smash this guy. March forward, my dream has become true.
Southern California is one of the premier hotbeds for mixed martial arts, which is good news for a unique fighter like Tony Ferguson, who doesn't need to look far for quality training partners.
I have my own mentality and I have my own work ethic. And it's hard to break that ethic, especially when others can't keep up. Fortunately for me, I live next to a couple of UFC fighters that are here local, especially in Orange County.
One of those fighters is middleweight Kelvin Gastelum, who, like Ferguson, won the UFC's Ultimate Fighter Series before setting bigger goals.
We're pretty excited and we want to be able to move forward towards being world champions. And that's why we're here, that's why we teamed up.
Ferguson spent many of his training camps in the altitude of Big Bear Lake. But for UFC 209, he has relocated to a new facility right at home.
Now that we're at home and we're training out here in Orange County, I have my Snap Down City Academy. 100%. I took the blueprint that I did over in Big Bear and I brought it home so I could spend more time with my family and enjoy the process a little bit more.
Part of the process at Snap Down City is the strength and conditioning regimen of Sean Sinisi.
Couple laps.
Who brings a wealth of knowledge to the SoCal MMA scene from his experience training top athletes in the NFL.
He knows how to challenge me. He's been dealing with these NFL athletes that have been in the combine for so long.
His work ethic is unparalleled. I haven't seen anybody that works as hard as he does. Burst up, burst up. Hell yeah. He has an endless gas tank. And whatever I throw at him, he always wants to do more.
Hit. Hit. Double.
When you put in the work, you put in the time, you put in the effort, and my ass is out there puking, but that's how much I dig deep.
Let's take a good rest.
And if I can still move, I'm gonna keep going, I'm gonna keep working. And that is the difference between me and everybody else.
Level 1,000. Stay working, stay working.
Khabib, I'm gonna make you work, boy. For all 5 rounds, I want you to look at that clock, and I want you to beg somebody to take you out of that octagon.
3 more, 3 more.
Hit. I'm giving you a chance to quit now. You got your hands full, kid.
San Jose, California's famed American Kickboxing Academy has been developing UFC champions for years. The team's longtime head coach, Javier Mendez,
2 minutes, 2 minutes.
knows championship caliber talent when he sees it. So when Khabib Nurmagomedov sought training on American soil, Mendez welcomed the young Russian with open arms.
When I first had Khabib here, you know, his English was not so great. Go. There were times I would tell him to relax, relax. And every time I tell him to relax, he would go harder. There, good, nice. Move, move, move. His English is better, which helps me be able to coach him better. You know, he's progressed so much. It's just unbelievable what that kid's been able to do. Time. Good angles. Stay on those movements, okay? Nice and relaxed, okay?
Nurmagomedov's accomplishments in MMA are unparalleled.
Go.
But his toughest test is just ahead.
I want to challenge myself. I want to fight with best guys.
Move that head, move that head.
That's why I have to fight with Tony Ferguson.
Yes, nice.
I want to make him tired and make him tap. If he's not tap, I'm gonna break his arm.
There you go, there you go.
After fight, maybe one shoulder, his arm, second shoulder, my belt, and new lightweight undefeated champion.
There is something not human about Tony Ferguson at times.
He's got excellent hand speed for a guy with that kind of reach and range.
Do you think breaking my arm is gonna stop me?
His technique and creativity are beautiful, yet he takes a very blue-collar approach to his training. No stone unturned.
Please, I'm gonna hit you with that thing. I'm gonna knock you out with it.
Oh, and that's why Ferguson's fan base continues to grow.
We need to squash this.
Once again, Nurmagomedov proves to be a puzzle that is unsolved inside the octagon.
Cage close, me and him, 1-on-1, and we have to know who is better this night. I will be ready March 4.
Following UFC 209's interim title tilt,
This contest has been judged a majority.
Tyron Woodley and Stephen Thompson will run it back and seek closure on their first championship thriller.
People want to see unfinished business. They want to know who is the better man.
Let's get that hang time, baby. Keep that chest up.
It's my second shot to prove to the UFC and the fans that I deserve to have that belt around my waist.
I'm gonna whoop one of them boys in a way that he would never ask to fight me again. I'm gonna shut up every hater.
Overhand. Nice.
I'm gonna show that I'm the #1 welterweight on the planet Earth.
Big swing by Woodley.
Don't be perfect. Just make it happen.
It's gonna be me and everybody else.
Every strike lands with just surgical precision.
Here we go again. Let's see who the better man is this time.